everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I am spending the day in the city of Chandannagar, and this is about 25-30 kilometers away from Calcutta. It's on the banks of the river Hooghly, and over time this was actually a Danish colony, a Dutch colony, the British stuck their noses in here as well, but it's actually remembered as a French colony, and it remained a French colony until 1951. And currently I'm on the Strand. I'm going to take a little walk along here by the banks of the river and see some of the old colonial buildings as well as some of the markets. So some of the city has fallen into disrepair, but there's also some absolutely stunning architecture, especially along the Strand area. And I've just come to look at Joragat, which is clearly a very popular place to come and sit and enjoy the river. And it's a lovely piece of architecture as well. So this is definitely one of the most famous sites in Chandannagar, and it's the Sacred Heart Catholic Church, which was consecrated in 1884. And it was designed, of course, by a French architect called Jacques Ducats. And it's very beautiful, really, with the two towers either side of the facade. Really lovely colours as well. Oh my gosh! And little puppies! Where did they come from? Hello, little one. It's the puppy church. Hi. So this whole street, one back from the Strand, is just full of these quite pretty French mansions. This one actually looks like I've coordinated my outfit to match it. And you can see the French style not just in the architecture, but also the streets are all very wide and tree-lined. Feels a little bit like an Indian Champs-Élysées. Oh, that's really nice actually. I've just stopped for a quick chai, and what I love about getting the chai here is it's actually served in these tiny little ceramic cups, and a bit like how Coca-Cola tastes different when you've got a plastic bottle or a glass bottle, then chai tastes different depending on what you're served, and this has a very almost earthy taste to it. That's lovely. Curry is one of my absolute favourite breakfast foods. And the lady here is making them fresh. They smell delicious. And this is the dal puri. So there's lots of people sat around, kids over there before they head to school eating these. Dal puri. Bengalis are obviously famous for loving their sweets. And I do have a sweet tooth myself, and I've just been walking along. There's so many sweet shops lining the streets, and I've come to try this jal bora, which I've been told is a particularly famous sweet here. Now, sometimes it's filled with jaggery, but apparently this one is actually filled with liquid sugarcane juice, which I'm guessing is a liquid form of jaggery. And on the outside, it's almost like pastry-like. And this is pretty heavy, to be honest. Let's try some. Wow. That's incredibly rich. It's really dense on the inside. I feel like Indian sweets have this higher level of sweetness. It must just be from the sugarcane, but you don't get sweetness like that in English sweets. Well, I've had a very lovely time exploring Chandannagar, and I thought I'd end it with one of my favourite drinks, a fresh sugarcane juice, which means that I am well and truly topped up on sugar today. So we set sail from Calcutta this morning, and we've come about 30 kilometres upriver. And we stopped earlier on in Chandannagar and we're heading up now towards Bansberia. And it's a very lovely part of the river to sail along. Lots of different temples on either side, lots of different ghats. You can see the steps over there, and we've gone past people washing their clothes in the water. And it's an absolutely glorious day today, so there's a lot of people out on the top deck, relaxing, sitting in the sun. So we've come to see definitely one of the most famous sites in Bansberia. This is the Kanaswara temple, which is dedicated to Kali, who is a consort of Lord Shiva. And they started building it in 1799, but it was finished in 1814. And as you can see, as well as a functioning temple, it's clearly a very popular spot for tourists to come and look at as well. It's actually quite an unusual style of architecture because whilst it is partly Bengali, there's also styles of architecture from neighbouring state Orissa, which actually gives it a very unusual look. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed watching the video and make sure to subscribe.